All right, it is summertime, and for some that means sun and sand and sea perhaps, but for others it comes not with fun but with a lot of fear of where or when they might get their next meal. Texas has the highest rate of food insecurity in this country, according to the United Way. It is a big problem here, and Dallas-Fort Worth specifically ranks third among U.S. metro areas for the number of people who experience hunger, and a lot of them are young people. And that's where the United Way of Metropolitan Dallas is stepping in to help with this problem. We're joined today by Susan Hoff, the organization's Chief Strategy and Impact Officer. Welcome, and thanks for being with us here today.
Thanks for having us.
So let's start off, first of all, we just gave some of the statistics there, but in simple terms, how bad is the problem of hunger here in North Texas, specifically when we start talking about children?
About kids. So at least 1 in 4 kids during the summer faces food insecurity here in North Texas. And we know that about 90% of kids, so almost all of them, in most of our school districts depend on school lunch and breakfast during the school year. So when those school doors close, unfortunately, it opens the door for hunger for a lot of kids.
Yeah, a lot of these kids get excited because school's out and, you get to do what you want, sleep in a little bit later and that sort of thing. But then comes the hunger not long after that. And this is a real struggle for a lot of parents, too, who have no idea how they're going to make ends meet.
Absolutely.
So what do you all do to step in and fill that gap?
So what we do, we actually have a summer meals kickoff on June 10th, next week, at the Albert C. Black STEAM Academy in Dallas. And it is an event to bring families out, kids out, so they can get information about where they can go to get ongoing free and reduced meals during the summer, just like they do during the school year. But it's a fun day too, where kids can get other resources, games, learning, because as you said, summer should be fun. But the number one deal here is we want to make sure that every family who's qualified for those resources knows where to get the resources they need so that their kids are not hungry anytime, but certainly not in the summer.
Now, of course, you have to qualify for this, but what do you say to a parent out there who's scared to come forward or thinks that, they're going to have to pull their whole file cabinet out to prove or feels intimidated by this?
So if you're a parent and your child already gets free and reduced lunch or breakfast at school, then you're already qualified. You just come and all you need to do is re-sign up and you continue the program through the summer, and you can find out where you can go that's close to your home. I would encourage every parent to do this. And and many parents, even if they're working, this is a hard time. I mean, prices are high, gas is high, food is high. And I don't know about you, but if you've had kids at your house, they eat a lot.
Yes,
they eat
do.
a lot all the time, but
It's
they
shocking.
sure eat a lot in the summertime. And so to have that resource is so important. Kids' brains and bodies don't turn off in the summertime. They need those resources all year long so that they can get back to school in the fall ready to learn.
And I'm glad that you mentioned the economic situation right now. It's really tight for a lot of families. We know a lot of people may be going through this who haven't gone through this perhaps in previous summers, or maybe not as bad as this. Let's talk about, how does somebody tell you all that they need help? How do they sign up? And how can they help if they don't need the help?
Absolutely. So the public is invited to the event on June 10th. It's from 10 to noon at the Albert C. Black STEAM Academy in Dallas. But they can also get information about signing up for summer meal programs at our website, unitedwaydallas.org. And we welcome volunteers at the event next week, or anytime. People can volunteer if they want to donate to help make sure that every child has the food they need so they can be the best they can be year-round.
Well, if you want to donate, they can stretch $1 a very long way. Thank you so much for being on with us today and for what you all are doing. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.